with the Texas Speaker of the House giving key committee assignments to Democrats and not taking up issues critical to the Republican Party's platform. Representative Smithee, would you explain why he was reelected and why he still remains as Speaker?
Well, I was criticized a moment ago for not being a committee chair, and I'll tell you that I've served as a committee chair more sessions than any person in the history of the Texas House of Representatives. I served 22 years as chair of insurance. I served 4 years as chair of the Judiciary and Civil Jurisprudence Committee. And the reason I'm not a chair right now is that I've never been one of those people who has been a large or an active supporter of the current speaker. The current speaker and I have a relationship of respect. I respect him, I respect his office. We have a cordial relationship. When we meet, we ask about each other's families. But I have never let the speaker dictate how I vote on an issue. One example of that was the Paxton impeachment. He put a lot of pressure on members to vote to impeach Ken Paxton. And I said no. I was one of 23 members who said no to that. And so my independence has cost me chair of a House committee. But I still get done what I need to get done because I have a good relationship with those people who are chairs. And so as we look at the next session, it's too early to know what's going to happen. The speaker has his own race in his own district. He may win and may not. And there's going to be a lot of new people in the Texas House next time, whatever happens. And so we don't know who the new speaker is going to be next time around. But one thing I am committed to is selecting the speaker in the Republican caucus. We need to do that to make sure that the Republicans select the speaker instead of Democrats. And for the last 3 speakers, I'll be honest, the Democrats have basically selected who our speaker is going to be, even though we have a significant majority in the Texas House. So I've never looked at it as my vote, as to who I vote for speaker. It belongs to the people I represent, and I'm going to listen and do what they say to do.
And Ms. Haynes, related to the controversy with the Texas Speaker of House giving key committee assignments to Democrats and not taking up issues critical to the Republican Party platform, how would you change the current environment in the Texas House?
First of all, back on school choice for just a quick second, I have to say that every Texas family and parent does need to have the right to make their choice. And we do have school choice in Texas. We have homeschool freedoms in Texas like hardly any other states in the United States. You have full freedom in Texas. It's absolutely amazing. Back on the Texas House, I will never vote for a speaker who will empower Democrats. When Democrats are put in committee chairman positions, there is twice the amount of Democratic legislation that comes through the legislation. It is harming Texas, it's harming all of us, it's not representing panhandle values. I will never vote for a speaker that does that, unlike Representative Smithee, who voted for Speaker Phelan this session and the session before. It just is what it is, folks. I would never do that. We have to stand strong. We have to rally all the R's, if they have R next to their name, and move us further to the right, because what's been happening in Texas is basically the Democrats have had control. Like he said, we need leadership that is not going to bend, that is not going to compromise, that's going to stand up for our values.